Hello. Welcome to This Is For Me. She's back, guys. I'm going to try to do these more regularly if everything goes well and this uploads to YouTube without incident. Little caveat, there is always one. I still hear weirdness in my headphones, but my tech support was here and we discovered that I need new batteries in my little Go twin unit or whatever it's called. Yeah. So, they fixed my projector in the past. We thought I needed a new wire. Turns out the plug was bad. So, guys, she's growing, she's learning, she has various strengths. What was the inspiration for this to be the first one back? I got the dopest custom crochet top from my friend Sarah. She's so effing talented. And I'm honored and flattered beyond that she gave it to me and she said, if you just so happen to take pictures in it. I haven't had any pictures on my Instagram. Now, guys, the fact that anyone thinks I'm attractive enough to help like display their stuff, thank you. Thank you. Because I know I talk a big game, but I just run with my delusions. Like, I think I'm delusional with how attractive I think I can be. I also think I'm fully realistic and living in the real world when I say I look like a rat often. Okay. Very often. But anyway, with that being said, it's the weekend. I was feeling sick all week. Oh, what is this for? What is this for? I need a title. This is for bouncing back. How about that? We do have a turmeric latte going. I will be taking pauses to drink. So here we go. Okay. Last week, let's start with it was my birthday week. Last week, yes, I did say the birthday week, not the birthday. I'm worthy of at least 7 days of celebration minimum. So I had taken a few days off so I didn't have to work on my birthday. And it was lovely. Had some days to myself. Then had a very special friend come for a beautiful dinner in Saratoga. It was lovely. Everything was perfect. But can I just tell you how rude my body is? Now, we know she's got the past eating disorder and she's pretty lean. So, my cycle, not fully regular. It's about every like a month and 3 weeks to every 2.5 months. And before anyone gets on me about not having a regular cycle, let me get on you. Okay. Is she defensive? Yes, she is. I have never, not a once, manipulated my body with birth control. And I'm proud to say that. Okay. So proud to say that. Never once. I did get the COVID vaccine. So, I don't know what to tell you there. It did make me have like a weird first period after that. But, I haven't gotten any after the initial boosters. There has been no boosters, guys, to mess with my endocrine system. Anyway, though, I was on like a month and 3 weeks thinking I had some more time. No, literally 2:30 a.m. past July 22nd, which is the day your girl was born, I get my period. When am I going out to dinner? The day after. It's fine. It's fine. We don't let that ruin us. I was very bloated for some of the pictures we took post dinner. Like, I had to suck it in because I had full meal and, like, by then the bloating had set in. It's pretty good in general beforehand because I do take those flow vitamins. They really work. I do endorse them even though I don't get paid for anything except for my job at the bakery. Um, but anyway, they're good. They really do work. Now, I have been feeling low energy though, and it's like past the first 2 days, it was a mystery to me. Like, what's going on? Why are my feet dragging? Like, why is getting through a shift at work a battle? Our air conditioning's working again, so working at a bakery in the middle of the heat wave is actually not as bad as you would think, because like 74 inside is fine. I got a sweatshirt on at that point. It's not a big deal. But I didn't know what was going on with me. Thank goodness I asked my friend, hey, do you ever get cramps after your period's done? Now, guys, I ask other women because I know it's like I'm still new. I'm still new in these streets of being a woman because, my eating disorder and like I will say, I think it's called exercise anorexia, where you exercise, or no, exercise bulimia. So I never threw up, but oh, trigger warning, I guess, for this episode. Sorry, whatever. I exercise so much that you like, quote unquote, like you think you need to earn all your calories, so you just like expend all of them. Anyway, so I didn't even get my period till I was almost 18, and then I would get it like 2 to 4 times a year for a couple of years, and then I was in a long-term relationship, and I would always get it like in the beginning of dating people because your hormones go crazy, and then it would settle down. Well, I was in an almost 8-year relationship, and I didn't get it for like a solid 7 years. I was fully in my disease. And okay, so fast forward, I say all this to say, like, she's still new. And so I asked questions to other women about like what's regular for you. So I said, "Do you ever get cramps like after?" And she's like, "No, but my husband felt sick last week and I felt sick last week. People at his work felt sick last week, and it's like this weird stomach thing." So I wish I had known sooner. I mean, I'm so grateful she shared with me because then it was like the mystery was solved, because I'm thinking, do I have to make a doctor's appointment? I really don't trust doctors, guys. Do what you want. I don't really trust the medical profession very much. I don't have a lot of faith in them. Obviously, if something's broken, that's a different kind of doctor. But for general health, wellness, or hormone optimization, I do not trust these fools. Okay? I really don't trust anyone whose body I wouldn't want to wake up and be in and exist in. Okay? So, anyway, that explained so much. So then I knew I needed to rest because this was not my period, it was a sickness. And I did a whole detox protocol. I did green coffee enema. I, first of all, in that morning when I was still feeling crappy, I took B propolis and oil of oregano. So then I go home, I do a green coffee enema. Okay. Then in the evening, I drank charcoal and bentonite clay because I have those on hand. So if you're the type of person that has that on hand with essential oils, we might F with each other. I'm trying not to swear so much, but you know what I mean. I fuck with you. Okay, we're just going to say it. We would fuck with each other. We would understand each other. If you just so happen to have these items around. Do I have Tylenol? No. Do I have clay? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh, and I did a whole face, neck, and chest mask with the detox clay because toxins can be pulled out of everywhere, guys. And I slept for a long time, and then I did another green coffee enema. And guys, by the evening last night, I felt much better. And then this morning was the first morning I woke up and I felt like my tummy was my tummy again. She belongs to me. It was not taken over by a monster. So here's to bouncing back. I did feel bad calling in on a Saturday, but like, what are you going to do? Why am I sacrificing my health? Like, it is what it is. I've been there plenty of Saturdays where no one's been there. Well, I say no one, barely anyone's been there, and I survived. So I'm no stronger than anyone else I work with. In fact, they're all quite capable. Pause again. Coffee consumption. Oh, also, if anyone does listen to this or see this on YouTube, my friend, I'm pretty sure her Instagram is Mountain Mermaid Crochet. If you like the lovely top I'm wearing, she also made me the dopest hoodie for like paddling. It's going to be more for like fall paddling. And it's like a little cropped hoodie, and it's this beautiful like salmon coral color that I'm wearing right now. It's awesome. She's so talented. And she did not charge me. She charged me for the yarn. If I were to pay her for her labor and artistry, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So happy to have generous, talented friends. I do share my like paleo desserts with her in as a form of trade sometimes, but anyway, so grateful. All right, let's get to movies that I want to see slash have seen. Have I seen Barbie yet? No, I haven't. It's now week two that Barbie movie's been out. I'm watching all the interviews, all the behind the scenes. I'm obsessed. I love it. Love Margot Robbie. Love Greta Gerwig. Love Ryan Gosling. Loving all just everything. Okay. Feminist movie of our time. Last night, while I was still in my like little recovery mode, I did myself a solid and purchased on Amazon Prime the new Little Mermaid. And I just don't understand what the controversy was for at all. Like literally just dumb racists. Is it just like the most simpletons of the Confederacy. I mean everything about it was so good. They really like they stuck to the script. They really stuck to the story. There was not really a whole lot changed. They did try to bring in a little more of like the Hans Christian Andersen aspect too. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the movie was I just kept it on when it was done and then they went into the behind the scenes. I love behind the scenes. Ever since I was a little girl, I love behind the scenes. I love to see the making of the costume when they went into the costume design. Oh my god, with the designing of like the scales and the fins and then how they took for all like the mermaid sisters, they wanted to take like a global approach and they designed those mermaids like with their fin patterns and everything based off of real fish that exist in different parts of different oceans around the world. So it wasn't just like arbitrary like mermaids are mermaids are mermaids. So cool. That it was so cool. I didn't even realize that Javier Bardem was going to be King Triton, but like I took him seriously. I took him seriously. He did such a good job. His costume was so cool too. I just I thought it was great. I thought I was gonna hate Prince Eric just because I don't know. Maybe I'm in like an angry man hating phase. I'm not. I'm not. But I don't know. I just was like, he's gonna suck. I'm gonna be annoyed with him because he was kind of like it just a dope in the cartoon. Really, just a dope. But this guy played him with some empathy. With I mean, I felt the feels. Also in the animation, so Ursula, when she turns into like man stealing version, going against Ariel to like steal the affections of Eric because she's got her voice, she basically just looks like Ariel with black hair. But this one was totally different. And I don't want to begrudge the actress because, like, again, I'm not a supermodel. We know this. We know this. But she just wasn't at the level. I mean, maybe that's on purpose too. Or like clearly, I mean, I don't even know how he's fooled. It must just be the voice because how is he even thinking of leaving Chloe Bailey for this? Just she was a beautiful girl, but like just nothing special. Like a dime a dozen. There's a million of those in a room, and then Chloe Bailey is like this ethereal creature. That was my only problem with the movie, is she is so beautiful. Like her bone structure, her eyes, her skin, just how she can look gorgeous no matter what. That was my biggest problem, was just my own insecurity. She just looking so otherworldly. Pause again. Sorry. Got to take a sip. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So great singing, great acting. Melissa McCarthy, great. I know, guys, no one asked for this movie review, and is it like a year late? Yes, but it's streaming. Okay, I am here for the relatable content. We watch things when they're streaming. And now, even as I speak, as I record this podcast on a Sunday, I'm thinking like I already have my hair and makeup done, guys. Do I just go see the Barbie movie, or do I just wait because I do want to do yoga. I want to go out on the water. I want to paddle as much as possible. I don't want to sit inside of a theater, but then I just feel like, am I wasting hair and makeup? But then I can do hair and makeup anytime, you know? Um, there's no rules. There's no rules. Also, can I tell you how embarrassing? So embarrassing for me in my own living room. I set up like my ring light, and you know that you can go in and edit videos. And so, like, you can take screenshots of your videos and then crop those screenshots so that you can't see that it's a video and then turn those into photos. If you didn't know, now you know. So I do want like good pictures for my friend Sarah. So I did this, and it is so cringy and embarrassing. Guys, I'm in my living room. Like, I put on shoes too. I put on like heels, all right? And like, I just like slow motion pose. And then I remembered that this tripod came with a little remote. So then I also took some photos with the remote, but then like you can kind of still see it in my hands, cuz if I put it behind my back it wouldn't always work. So I don't know. You know, she'll get the good ones. She'll get the good ones. Speaking of getting the good ones, and my bloating from my period for my birthday photos. So obviously, like, we all just post the good photos, and my very sweet friend Brittany's like, you're just so photogenic. You really are. You guys really are. With me and my very special friend that went to dinner with me. And like, you know, we have a great energy with each other, and we are both like tall and thin. So we take good photos together, and we both love dressing up. But like, no, the photos I didn't post are the ones where it looks like we're expecting a child. Okay, like, I look so bloated. I have what I call powerlifter belly, because when fit people are bloated, you can tell that their tummy is rock solid, but it's like a barrel, you know. She's not waif like, she's barrel like. That's what it was giving. It was giving 4 months ready to burst, is what it was giving. But just next time you think people are so photogenic, remember that there's like 100 pictures they took and they posted five. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be when I send my friend Sarah these photos. Um, other news. I finished reading the book Calling in the One, which is so, I hate the title. The title's so cringy. Pause. I got to get a co-host. I really do. Just for these pauses. Okay. The title's so cringy, the cover's so cringy. It was actually a lot, though. I think a lot of people would benefit, even if they're not looking for a partner. I think it would benefit people in relationships. A lot of it is supporting the law of attraction, right? And, you know, basically, like, you need to become what you want. I've talked about this before. If you're listing all these qualities you want in a partner, you need to be all those qualities. I did a whole episode about it. I read them all. Everybody knows. Okay. And there's a whole bunch of activities in this book too, and a lot of them I feel like I've already done, so they don't really apply to me, and then some of them I haven't done. One of the thoughts or concepts in the book that I just keep thinking of, it's like noodling around in my brain, is if you say you want a partner, are you even ready for them? Like, meaning, is your life ready for them? Do you have room for them? Slash, what are you willing to give up to have that partner? And I didn't like that. I didn't like, why do I have to give up something? But you know what? There's always compromise, and you will have to give up something. And so I had to start to think about that. Like, okay, I guess I would be willing to give up that. I do everything on my schedule. I literally like wait for no one. If someone wants to do something at a time that I don't want to do it, I just am like, no, no, that's, I won't be doing that. But have fun. I wish you well. And it really is like, I wish you well, but I just don't do things if I personally think they're inconvenient, mainly because so much of my time is already allocated. when it comes to my job, I don't work a remote job. I have to show up there in person. Nowadays, that's a freaking rarity. And then with the property management, like having different appointments or having to be available for things like, so when it comes to anything else, I guess, kind of refuse to go on other people's schedules or desires. And so I would have to give that up and be willing to like bend and, have inconvenience. And then I would, sorry guys, not going to redo it. No edits. I would have to be willing to give up my good quality sleep. Anytime I do sleep next to someone, I never sleep as good. I still like it. It's really nice. It's so nice to like hold someone. It's so nice to be held by someone. It's so nice to like have mornings with someone. But then, yeah, the quality sleep that's keeping me generally healthy and young, I'd have to give up some of that. I would also have to give up probably just like complete silence in my evenings. If someone wanted to maybe do something during the week, not just on the weekend, I would have to give up that. Some of these things think I could get around, or not get around. I could get behind part time, part time. But in any case, the reading this book is letting me know, okay, there is a reason. There's a reason you haven't found the one. Even now, I'm going to take this as kind of a win. I matched with someone on a dating app and they seem really cool. Their whole profile was very positive, and we ended up like chatting, texting for a while. And they're into microdosing, they're into like the whole spiritual realm, they're into self-development, they're very intelligent, very well spoken, taking care of mind, body, and soul. Oh, and even like they said their family is behind that too. I was asking him like, is your family into this, or like, do they support it? Do they understand it? So their family was into it too. Really cool person. However, then I discover they're only around for another few weeks and they live in Hawaii and they're visiting their family. And I was like, okay, like my number one rule now is like the next person I'm with, they need to be happy. Okay. They need to be a happy man. I cannot keep seeking out these angsty artists. I do want an artist though. They're usually musical, but I just need an artistic energy. But I can't be with anyone who's depressed, well, I guess like I'm finding myself. We're all always like on a journey of finding ourselves, but I don't want to have to encourage the journey. Okay. I don't want to have to encourage the journey. I want someone who's already interested in raising their vibration, who's already interested in like, okay, I'm not happy. What can make me happy? I'm not fulfilled. What can make me fulfilled? Um, Also, like, can I find happiness in this existence right now, even if I want more? All these things, like, that's what I need to find. I cannot be like this temporary, when you first meet someone and there's an attraction and there's the rush, and then like you're making them giddy and happy, and they're also making you giddy and happy too, but you don't realize that like they're not generally like that. Like they don't get giddy and happy over like, I don't know, a new candle, a new crystal, a new TV series, a free 3 hours to do yoga that they didn't expect. Just giddy about the new Apple playlist that they make for you every Friday and you discover new artists. Someone who's just fucking happy in general. Okay, that's what I want. And then we can amplify each other's happiness. Um, so anyway, giving myself points that this person, I kind of discussed it a little bit with them. They did seem very happy. However, I tend to seek unavailable men, meaning either emotionally unavailable because they're depressed, or I don't know, just they're stuck in some way, or they're too far away, meaning it's not available because it's just not realistic. And that was my failing with this connection. They live in Hawaii, guys. Spoiler alert, they live in Hawaii. My I dated someone who lived in Hawaii as well in the past. But yeah, a great energy. Great energy, but I unmatched. They did ask what I was doing this weekend, and that was when I was feeling sick. So it's like, actually I'm feeling sick, not feeling well. They wished me well. And then I unmatched though, because why? Why even get together? Why even invest time? I'm sure it would have been like I could have spent a nice afternoon with this person, but then that would have been what it was. Just a nice afternoon. And nah, nah. So I am giving myself credit for recognizing that and just, I don't know, eliminating it. All right, guys. Currently, I'm reading Rick Rubin's book, The Creative Act, A Way of Being. I'm looking at it, I'm holding it up. Highly recommend it. It's great. Every page is like just constant gems of wisdom. I don't know how long it took him to write this book. I got into a Rick Rubin rabbit hole in the past couple weeks, and I'm watching all these conversations on YouTube with Pharrell, with Dr. Andrew Huberman, with what's that beautiful Indian man's name? He's gorgeous. His wife is gorgeous. Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty. Yeah, him too. All the great conversations. And then they started talking about his book, and I was like, oh my God, if he has a book, I need to get it. So I did. That it's already a 10 out of 10 recommend, and I'm only like, I don't know, page 100 something. So get that. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I haven't posted TikTok in a long time. But anyway, follow me anyway at Trisha Kemi. And look for Trisha Kemi or This Is For Me on YouTube. I think this is episode 36. I'm not positive, but who's counting? Who's counting? All right, that's all.